to this discussion on the legal and ethical issues in information technology. I'd like to focus primarily on the whole idea of privacy, and that's one of the main legal issues that we have with information. Based on the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, or also known as HIPAA, there's a part of that that's called the privacy rule. It covers a really wide variety of different topics, but the privacy rule specifically is the part of HIPAA that prohibits disclosing individual identifiable health information. And so your doctor's office or the hospital or other entities cannot give out information about you without your permission. That's also known as protected health information. And so a person has to give permission for that information to be shared. Now, there are some exceptions to that for three reasons. If that information is shared for the purpose of payment, for the purpose of medical treatment, or for healthcare operations, in other words, kind of coordinating things. And that's where sharing information with public health departments often falls, is that information can be shared for those purposes without getting permission from the individual patient. So that information is protected unless they're doing it for things that help specifically, like with public health, to decrease like surveillance, decrease transmission of disease, outbreak investigation, program operations, all that kind of stuff. And so that's the primary reason that information can be shared. Now, the public health department has a long-standing reputation for continuing to protect that information that has been shared with them for those purposes. And so that's part of the idea, is that they continue to protect it. Just because it's been shared with them so that they can do those things doesn't mean that then they have permission to share that for other reasons. So HIPAA has a variety of protections around it, and so it requires things like employee training, all of the physical protections around HIPAA. It might have things like what do you do with the old computer, the actual computer itself once you're ready to retire it. So there are all these pieces of information around HIPAA, and so then the health departments also need to have those same requirements. And so we want to protect not just the information that we share intentionally, but also we need to safeguard the information that exists so that people can't hack into that information. And so if we need to send information over the internet, then one example of that protection would be encrypting the data. Also, making sure that the entity that you're sending the information to, there's something called a two or a three-way handshake, where you make sure that that person is, or entity is the person or entity that you intend to send the information to, and you're not accidentally sending it out to somebody else. So those are some of the kinds of things around information that could have the legal issues attached to them. There are also a variety of ethical issues that are related to health information, and those definitely apply: respect for autonomy, beneficence, non-maleficence, justice. And so those issues, we want to continue to do things in an ethical way around the information technology